stockheads in the mess. It's easy to get lost. I'll show you the way. Thank you in advance, everyone.
Oh, this extra shit. Specifically just for this area.
People need help. Let's head in.
If you need us to do anything, just say the word.
Security grants truth. Face your ass. Freeze, storm. What? Stay a shout anytime. Ever seen this? I have become wrath.
Leave it to me.
Thank you. My fists were totally useless against those splatters.
I just love how they invented slurs for these things.
How are things here?
I got all gates shut tight, just like you told me. Those splat...
Freaks? Possibly the Landbreakers.
Leave the outside to it.
No problem. Hey, sword girl, you totally...
Looks like no major clashes have happened between the residents and the Landbreakers.
This doesn't feel like how Nefereth would do things.
Mine, strike, quad, face. Ready to strike. Ever seen this?
Never about Lewis.
Ready to strike. Crystallize.
That brilliant strategy.
Don't worry. You're safe now.
Oh, your clothes. Are you from the city?
What dialogue?
From the city? You don't look like the others around here either. Are you new as well?
Don't be silly. Ting's been with us for years. Ting, you made a really clever move. How'd you feel? I learned about emergency survival tactics at the Tension Bureau. That's how a delicate beat never fails to impress. Please, Chief. No more embarrassing nicknames. I'll take everyone back now.
We found the Asian voices.
Mine, strike, quick.
Breathe. Another fucking bot. How many times we have to let you know, old man?
Now that's what I call a real fight.
Good work, everyone.
An easy victory.
Is that it? I haven't even shown you my best moves.
An easy victory.
Get across. Now that's what I call a real fight. Take this. Face your ass.
I wouldn't have.
What? That's true. Defunct. Freeze. Ever seen this? Face your end. Evil shall face karmic justice.
Big bro, I'm here.
If I slap him the original, that doesn't count as me having spent the link.
The food's safe.
Didn't I tell you to lay up the thing hunting Lily?
Hello, Master Wolf.
Our food supplies are running low. I'm fin of the waves after all. Gotta do something for the fam.
That's one of the voice actors they had doing the Enfield shit.
Plus, this water flows from our ancestral spring. I can't pretend it doesn't exist.
You're heard. Try not to talk so much. Leave this to us.
He probably is just one of the holdovers. But everybody else that's new in this area, like her, that's very much just straight up Chinese voices. Singaporean company, American and Chinese voice acting. Well, plot completely narrated for English.
Big bro, think them. Don't say that too soon.
Stonefei, go with the younger dame and help look after the others.
Okay, big bro.
Oh, fuck. How are you doing this morning, Master Wolf?
Good thing we move fast. Everyone's safe in here. Honestly, when I took you in, I just wanted some free labor to... Didn't expect you to rescue my fam, fix the bridge, and take the splatters. Gotta admit, you're really good.
My legs are still fucking cold, even though I have the heater pointed fucking directly at me. I've witnessed them. Also leads back in position. This here. Drink this over my knees. And it catches the heat from the side and holds it next to my fucking legs. It's either that or I take out the goddamn Schnuggy.
No. We were just doing.
Anna's right. We all know what this world is like. Not many have shown us such kindness.
Such is the belief of Enfield.
Enfield.
All right, listen up, folks. Now, this one here is Dark Mask, aka the Administrator, aka the boss of Enfield. From now on, Chingle Stockade and Enfield are you. So long I stare at my Oh wow, think we went a little overboard with the act.
It's a surprising development to get local backing. Let's take it step by step.
Chief, we found them. The missing group. They're trapped.
Tong, these folks in.
Every single character is wet. Hello, Bloodia. Technically, my morning's just begun. I'm doing fine. I'm not going to order another one for tomorrow, but today I'm doing another round of this shit, This one is with one line.
You know, I've seen other hunters.
Because later today, I'm going to probably go to the store and buy ginger myself. So I can chop it up, blend it, and put it in the shit.
Swordmancy focuses on the will, not the feel.
Because $13 of this
is far more important than drilling a move over and over.
will add up every day. This is white people smoothie. I could buy the fucking pineapple myself and mix it with ginger and all the other shit from this TikTok that explained what would be good for my throat. Get some fucking Ricola with a liquid center and see if it will just simply solve the problem of my cough. Because clearly the problem is that my muscles are overreacting. The peak chain of coughing that I had yesterday was 18 in a row. It is what it is, Lydia. However, I have a question I need to ask you. What do I need to do and when do we need to do it if I want to be able to sit in or call in to a session of Real Nigga Hours on your boss fight channel with the guy that you do the show with? It always feels weird going in the throat.
There we are! Take out the Angloid first.
Let me help. Ready, set.
What are you trying to say? Open the sluice?
Looks like we need to get the bamboo rafts floating.
All that ducking probably shut their brains off. Guess they forgot to
Let me see who can be available. We can make that happen. We have a double for the upcoming week. That's what I'm talking about. Oh god, they're gonna have me. Oh man, they're gonna make me learn how to use fluid technology. Fuck me.
Water's risen. We can now get the injured out.
Just when I think I've learned everything this game has to offer, they just add more shit. Keep me posted in the Discord. Okay. I'm going to slowly start opening my bookings as I continue to work on the campaign of potentially getting this series of interviews that I want with people I want to talk with. There's the simple matter of putting all the shit together so everything goes copacetic in the direction I need it to. Certainly have to do something to get over there.
Dark mask. What? Huh? Ready?
Ever since things went down,
That's so not true.
I really don't care for the story in the back half of the goddamn game.
You got a way to
Building a
fix
new
this, don't we?
series? No,
Seems
just
to be powered by the water wheels next to it.
Hold on.
we have had a successful series of episodes of what effectively has been a one-man show with my Sunday series. So I'm going to possibly slowly begin to bring back my Fried Chicanery podcast brand when I get the shit up and running on all platforms. With the goal being
My mentor
to properly relaunch the brand
Just don't go after him recklessly.
in a way where I can be able to have everything working together in the direction I need it to work in. This should be very simple and very easy to do. The hard part is, of course, getting conversations and talks and interviews with people, and then getting into a rotation of doing things again in a podcast format. It's going to be a little bit of a process of getting everything set up into those places. Will YouTube be the main platform? Yes. I'm honestly going to have it so that I can be able to basically put the content on all the major podcast platforms. Because apparently, it's easier than ever to be able to get your shit to be rerouted with an audio portion to a podcast connection. So might as well. Hiding butterflies. Nearby storage crates. Slow down. Ponder for travelers. Scatter halfway. Regroup them and they continue to lead the way.
I spot treasure. Let's go take a look.
I have to follow them all the way in order for it to appear. More classic. Radial. Yeah.
This feels familiar.
So I did that one. Like that. And then I eat orange.
Hide secret coins in crates like this.
Money, 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 money. Components, crystalline components, and buck capsules. So I'm gonna have to make the capsules for the new upgrades myself.
This is
Fuck.
nice.
Endman.
Ah, fuck.
Adjustable.
Honestly, as scary that this year and shit could have been, oh, I see what I'm doing. For as scary as it might have been to do things without a podcast co-host, I really don't need one at this point now. There's no purpose for me having one.
Got plenty of tricks up those sleeves of yours.
Well, I know that I do best with having a personality to bounce off of. I think I'm going to probably just take my chances by going solo. Because I am not in the mood for the people that keep finding themselves in positions where it's just normalized to basically put my content, my channel, my connections at risk because they don't like the people that I work with. I find it to be much easier where now that I have a stronger, firmer grasp on my boundaries, it is also really, really good that things happened the way that they happened Because one of the last few linchpins that was really a really bad cause for a lot of problems is also now gone. Because as much as there is positive things that you can say somebody can have a right with positively handling, all the little fucking problems come in, you know. Like there will be other people in the future, but
Or, these water bugs just gave up.
Mine, right, quit!
as far as it really accounted for
Hey, Dirt Mask.
for
Lost after water Willis.
Ben,
The people have yet
the thing that
used these
haunts
facilities
me
to transport water in your
specifically is that I could have done more. I feel like I could have done more to help him personally. I could have done more to make sure he didn't fall down the way he did. And having the ability to have the mental and the time to really work that out, to compartmentalize it, and then properly think about it. I don't have the guilt that I felt like I had last year. Because everything was so fucking hectic. Between getting my payroll together and all these other little meticulous little problems that were happening along the way too, that it felt like I'm never going to be allowed to make my head up so that I can deal with things in a proper manner. That effectively, I didn't even hold that down. Effectively, all those little things would add up into what they effectively became, which was gossip bullshit, rumor bullshit.
Li Feng of Wu Ling, ready to fight.
Engage.
Face your ass. Is that it? I haven't even shown you my best moves. Bring sorrow. Shout anytime.
And for what they're worth, at the end of the day, all those little problems, all those little things that could add up and be a mental issue and a mental compartmentalization that causes resentment for me, it's just shit to the wind now. You know?
Danger up ahead.
No matter what I personally
This
think
one is.
about how everything happened, I'm not responsible for how he's ruining his life, right? That's really the important part for me. Because even Jay's gotten tired of his shit. Because I ultimately feel that I am ultimately accountable for what happens. You could say that it's whatever remains of my of what many people could claim is my compartmentalization about how I feel about particular bits of guilt. But it's just so simple. Like, I don't have to really deal with the personality clashes of a person who wants to remain immature. Because for what it's worth, a lot of the shit that I'm really having a problem with, it's not my circus, it's not my fucking monkeys. People try to make them into my circus, people try to make it into my monkeys. But I'm not supposed to have the job of handling the people's attitude who decide that they can't do something simple like take advice or follow advice or have and hold patience. It's not my job to babysit grown adults. At the same time, I also have to remember that I have to hold myself accountable Because there are people who depend on me. And I can't let stupid little petty things stop me from what it is I need to be doing. Am I a perfect man? No. By no means. I'm not. I have my sins. But I cannot let somebody put me in a position where I am going to be hurt by the things they're doing. Not for my family, not for me. I can't let it happen. The buck stops with me. A lot of it has really been trying to like put it out of sight, out of mind. Because the more I have to fucking think about it, the more it causes me a panic attack. Because of other people. Because I've never been a person that likes doing things because a person told me to do them. Never like that. Because whenever I get told to do something in that manner, it always feels like a person is forcing my hand. Almost every single bad thing that has happened to me, around me, with me, in my personal career, has been because of somebody deciding that they were going to do some silly bullshit antics. And those silly little antics end up affecting me in a serious way. Where it does me more damage than the person who's doing the ha-ha funny thing. And very much so, I end up finding myself surrounded by retards. Not everybody's a social retard, mind you. And I don't like using that word in the context of, like, mental intelligence. But I'm not talking about mental intelligence. I'm talking about social retardation. I find myself often surrounded by socially dysfunctional retards. That the only way forward is to have to punish said people. And that sucks, you know? I don't want to have to punish people in these ways. But you know,
An easy victory.
The results speak
I
for
can only
themselves.
I can only tolerate so much.
I haven't even shown you my best moves.
I can only tolerate so much for so long. This one must be a higher tier. Yeah, just one. Gotta get this stock count 40, which means I need to get this fucking substation up and running. I don't have to finish business, keep personal life separate. Yeah. It's like, it's been a problem ever since Smug Rocco, really. It's been a problem ever since Elizabeth. But ever since Smug Rocco, there's always this intention of, like, people that clearly do not keep up with my personal life, clearly have not been knowing what's been going on with me. All they know is what they've been told on Twitter. And just, you know, I don't have the time to keep up with the Joneses. It is not my job to keep up with the Joneses. Let's see if I can do this at this level.
Admin, finally got an assignment for me?
Because the thing that really pisses me off is when I end up having to clean up a mess that somebody made for me because of their fucking personal dramas and personal problems. I really hate cleaning up somebody else's fucking mess. And as much as I can, like, grow into the role of being the authority and the team dad that basically makes sure that my personal friend group and then also my audience are on the up and up and good. Like, it is not my job to be the fucking adult for every goddamn grown adult in the room, bro.
Leave it to me.
Your end awaits. Much better. Shall face karmic justice! Take this! Much better now. Heal yourself! Mind, it's alright? Quick!
Textbook maneuver.
Take this!
At my command.
Got him. That's the first hard one.
Your end awaits. Guess which hand will crush you? Take this! Take this! Face your end. What's this?
Textbook maneuver.
Come on.
What's this?
You got formation.
Leave now and left.
What's this?
Got it.
Your end awaits.
Like an Etch-a-Sketch.
Everyone okay?
Yeah. It's not my job to manage internet retards. It's not my job to manage internet retards that are angry at me because they have some level of fucking blood feud. It's not my job to manage and micromanage people who, if they say that they want to be fans and they say they want to be down, it's not that hard to make it to a fucking event that happens weekly. So, you have probably noticed the syntax, the speed, the accuracy, the on-the-ball level of my mental state has been on the up and up when I'm not, focused on whatever it is in front of me that I'm doing on the screen. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm not holding back body blows anymore. I'm very much not holding back body blows anymore. Because I have both my shit and my woman's shit to deal with.
Swordsmancy focuses on the will, not the form. Being one
Like
with
the
blade
stress that I
is
had
more
with
important
like
than
I
drilling
need
a
to
move
figure out
over and
I need to figure out how I'm going to be able to supplant my income. I need to figure out how I'm going to get this shit going. I need to get this ball connected. All that other stuff. that stress is slowly leaving my body now that I don't have to worry about all the shit, like all that other shit that's been at the forefront of my mind. But also at the same time, it means that my ability to communicate the shit that I'm saying, the shit that I'm going through, is going to be very brute force. Very brute force. Like, my patience is not going to be up there. Because I'm already in pain most of the time anyways. Which is not fun. But it is what it is at the end of the day. I don't think I was supposed to do that. Nope. I don't think I was supposed to do that. I was supposed to let that be a normal completion. I wasted my sanity. But, the agility of the shit coming out of my mouth is fast. Because I don't want to have to fluff the fucking hard riff, like the hard truth of it. Because, like, again, I usually often coax my words with, I'm not, like, I don't know what to tell you. Because if I know what the fuck to tell people, it's gonna come out brutal. And the reality of the fact is I can't keep softening blows. People aren't understanding basic shit. In reality, that debate and other such conversations I've been having with other people, it has transformed and possibly freed me from some things I shouldn't have to be really concerned about anymore. Do I have to do this again? No, this is the standard fixed word. So I guess I was supposed to, if this is the first clear, and then do that for that. Oh well. But yeah, I don't have to pull punches. Not having to pull punches is a blessing in its own self. Because if somebody tells me, I don't understand what he means, bro, what is blood saying? I get to start kicking people in the dick.
The enemy there is strong.
In the dick! The dick. Bet you they ain't gonna confuse. I can tell you that much for certain. I promise you, since this need to deal with them this way, where my words are not going to be confused for shit, because they're going to understand what I mean when I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. They ain't going to mistake what the fuck it is I'm telling them anymore. I'll tell you that much. How so? Just curious. Well, it's like this, yeah? There are some people that, if we make grace, and I always make grace, for people who are gonna be out of the loop, right? Oop, slow down. If I make grace, and I make space for people who are going to, goddamn, Something's not right here. If I make space and I make grace for people who cannot possibly keep up with everything, and I make it very simple that anybody can find the shit that is up about me in a single place where I can find it. It's very simple for me. Oh, really? It'll be very simple for me, I had it backwards, to just simply rip this shit from the fucking hip. And if they pretend they don't understand what I'm saying, I don't have to spend my time explaining forever. I can just say, you're being a retard, you know what I'm talking about, and I know that you're lying to my face. And I can just go from the hip from there. Because I ain't gonna do, and I ain't going to keep doing this bullshit that these individuals keep doing. It is not my job to have to give everybody context. In many ways, when I do material and I look into shit, and everybody's looking at the context and learning about the context at the same time that I am, that is what it is, right? Tune into the fucking channel if you want to find out what's happening. Tune into the fucking live stream. Watch the VOD. But it is not my job to have to summarize and explain constantly. If people can't fucking tune into the broadcast, that's not my goddamn problem. Because it's wild, because on one level you could say that actually, Carl, it is your problem. But no, it's actually not. Somebody being misinformed and somebody being a retard, that's not my job to have to fill them in. I don't have to bring my words down to a language that they can understand. Actually, I really don't. I do not have to do that. Not in debate, not in normal conversation. Because what I've noticed every time I've done this with people, especially a certain person that I've been stuck in conversations with recently because of the social circles that he happens to participate in. Every single time I have a conversation with these types of people, they are basically holding me hostage in a conversation that I don't want to be in because they can't fucking pay attention. Because the debate has not changed, but the niggas that are involved have. And it's the craziest fucking shit that somehow it's my job to do the work for them. But they can't even fucking tune into the broadcast to find out about what's important. That's the damnedest shit. It's the damnedest shit. Because every single time it happens, it could be fucking mutuals. It could be fucking enemies, obviously. It could be new people who, you know, they're just not in the same spaces as you. I don't have to constantly play the game of the fucking information giver. Sometimes the shit is as simple as, nigga, look it the fuck up. If somebody cannot use goddamn Google, then this is not my goddamn problem, and I don't have to be the one to explain it to them. And at the same time, I'm not going to be nice to people that clearly have never been told to shut the fuck up. Because I've been noticing a lot more with the certain spaces and the certain scenes that I'm involved with, the certain people that in those scenes that I end up being involved with, that they cannot understand the simplicity of fucking understanding what it is that they have to say.
Your end awaits.
Like, sometimes people will be very, very flippant, and they will try to say things like, man, Carl, you talk so much, And it's because the people in question just waste people's time and just absorb the conversation space, because they try to fill every little fucking bit of silence with their own voice, because the people in question unironically like hearing themselves talk. And when you start hitting them with the same level of supposed criticisms that they're supposed to hit you with, suddenly they can't handle it. Like, one such person has revealed themselves to me to be a fucking midwit. And yet I was allowing this person the grace and space in which to insult me to my face, because I wanted to be like, no, Carl, don't go off on them, Carl. You need to understand, Carl, not everybody's gonna be like you and meet you where you are. No, not even that. It's not even about that. It's not even about meeting where they are. It's not even about getting them to understand. It's about the fact that they go out of their way to actively waste people's time, and they find it fun and funny. And I don't have the fucking patience anymore. I don't have the fucking patience anymore. Because the worst part of it is that the worst offenders, they consider themselves intelligent people, but they are dumb as fucking rocks. Smart, dumb niggas. Everywhere. Far beyond a case example of just normal disagreement. Just smart, dumb niggas that have no place in any business discussing the topics that they want to discuss. But alas, I digress. Probably gotta upgrade the fucking physical squad before I upgrade the art squad. It's just so many levels. Just so many levels of frustrating, man. I don't know for how long I've been making myself basically put on kid gloves and handle people with these levels of kid gloves. But boy, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. Because it's not even an anger management problem. It's not even an anger management problem. Hello, Boster. Being obtuse, basic embarrassed with a few extra brain cells, feeling any better. A coughing fit hasn't started today. Thanks to you donating $75, I was able to put $45 in Natasha's hands yesterday because she had to help with a banking issue that I had. I need to get her another $55 out of my paycheck next week, so that I can then pay her back for paying for my medicine. And today, out of that money, I bought another round of smoothies from the White People Smoothie Store. Because I can now, with parts of the money you gave me yesterday, be able to go to the store and buy ginger myself to put into these drinks, and buy pineapple to blend into these drinks, so that I can just drink a pineapple ginger liquid and slowly recover my throat. I also need to buy some cough drops. Some good quality cough drops. And while I get myself around to doing content, or then moving on to whatever game I'm going to play next, I've just been sitting here talking to Bloody. And Bloody has been listening to me maul, rant, seethe, cope, and all other such variations of words.
Another step forward, Enfielders.
That's two of them right next to each other. No, right next to each other is relative, but these restore 2 at a time every day. What the fuck is up here? Go ahead and press, you can stand assholes like Birdman. I mean, when it comes to people like the Birdman, his incessantly intolerant and aggressively forward nature, those kinds of people are everywhere. It's whether or not people start to notice them. So there was a thread the other week about the Act Man being made and being revealed and noticed by people that began to notice that he's just an unrepentant dick. The way that he chooses to communicate and act around people with his wishy-washy attitude of words. And it's good that people are beginning to notice that he effectively doesn't have any real opinions of his own, because he does the exact same thing that the Birdman does. Media grifters, by the definition provided by the Birdman, they are accurate. It is a good definitional term, but these people basically label themselves as the arbiters of who is and isn't those media grifters. Most of us, we can really give a damn less, you know? These individuals are not going to have serious conversations with people on camera. And half the reason why is because in their own viewpoint, they believe if they had conversations with these people, they would take their lunch. And it's weird because no the fuck you wouldn't. Because if you could take his fucking lunch, you would have already took his fucking lunch. Simple as, right? The simple fact of the matter is that these individuals, when it comes to the content creator space, Foster, they don't really want the smoke with the people that they are always antagonizing against. They like the idea of what comes with it. Because, as you saw, especially when these niggas stay dick hopping, dick hopping, people like that of the constitution and mindset of irrelevant. They're not trying to have conversations with people like me. They're trying to get people like Asmongold to give them hate followers and hate watchers. Same thing maps onto the Birdman. He wants hate watchers from the Critical Drinker. He wants to take Critical Drinker's fan base because he believes they're doing it wrong. Which, isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? He believes that Jeremy Scott is a lesser target because, you know, he's just doing feature creep on his content. But the media grifters are such bad people that I've elected to be put in your way. Man has a overinflated sense of self and ego. And certainly, somebody could accuse me of having an overinflated sense of self and ego, but it's like, no, it's not. I want to have fun. I like to have fun and not be held hostage by these niggas. I would like to have fun and not be held hostage by any fucking body, preventing me and mine from being able to do the things we set out to do. And I try to set out to do shit positive. Like, niggas should never be in constant turmoil. It should not be a thing that we do. At the end of the day, black, white, male, female, straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, I can be good with anybody. But I'm not finna fucking sit here and not start calling these spades fucking spades and start digging these nigga graves. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend the shit's fine and good. I'm not going to sit here and have to hold people's hands with these ideas and concepts that are happening.
That one best can wait. Anyway, Dark Mask, the third seat of the family is now yours. Pick is up, right? Here, take this. My token for the lot of you.
The way that I feel about it. It has been a slow, knowledgeable accelerationism of my need to have to discover, basically the hard way, why there are people that don't do audience engagement content. They don't slow down for these people, because realistically the problem is some people just don't fucking pay attention. And if you waste your fucking time having to hold their goddamn hands and be like, okay, niggas, let's pay attention. Let's try to put this shit together. Can you become good at single player, Carl? No. I gotta wait for the ones. I'm not gonna wait for the ones. I can't. Because having to slow the fuck down so that other people can get on board the fucking train track means that my shit gets affected. Because I have to slow myself down to help out people who should have already been on the fucking uptake.
Think I'm correct? There's no point in that. My brother has someone read me this. Told me it's my name. Keep it safe with ya. Show that to me.
And so, alas, I've come to the conclusion that I just have to do what I gotta do. Ain't no time to beg, ain't no time to cry. I'm not finna beg. I can negotiate. 100% I can negotiate. Have an open door policy. But if a nigga walks out my door, I'm slamming the door behind him. I ain't gotta explain shit. I ain't gotta argue for shit. I'm not going to be fighting for shit. Just that people have already shown me they're willing to try and manipulate me. They're willing to try and use my ideals against me. They've shown that they're willing to try and make me basically have a fucking panic attack about how they talk about me until I have the fucking spine to tell them, nigga, kick fucking rocks. So why should I be waiting for other people to finally decide they want to get on the fucking train track with this thing that I've clearly communicated is going to happen and it's not going to be waiting there forever? Why am I waiting in the first place? At that point, I'm just fucking up my own blessings.
So, Dark Mask. You go set real peace at Wooling City?
It's not like it's a matter of I'm not willing to work with other people. We all know that's a goddamn lie. I've always been willing to work with people.
This looks like...
But I'm not willing to debase myself anymore.
Because we are getting real close to town.
We're within radio range of Wuling. Let's just hope we can resolve this properly.
And so, I come to the conclusion I have to come to. I can't be everyone's explainer. Can't be nice to every motherfucking body. Every motherfucking body does not deserve the space and grace. If they can't handle what effectively has become a rough and tumble environment,
The wilds aren't really dangerous.
oh well, too bad, so sad. Not my shit. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Because I've long since already had my own circus and my own monkeys. And I don't got the fucking time. No one really has the fucking time.
Look what we have here. A big feeling that affect our raft.
Niggas and this peace.
Cleave now and flat.
You're much better now. Much better now. second chance. How'd you do that?
Once known, be dead.
At my command.
People should start
That's
calling
great.
us the Invisible Four.
Totally.
And that is the conclusion I've ultimately come to.
Thought us joining forces
In
with the
total.
Supreme Chief.
Really?
Really, that's as simple as it's come to for me in totality of how I feel about the shit that's going on around the people that keep bringing me fucking bad news and expect me to be like, oh no, I've got to round the horses. I've got to bring everybody together. I got to do it. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm not doing that no more. Because the worst of it is, despite my nature in wanting to help people, and my nature of wanting to make sure I do right by people, and I pay them back, and I give them what they're owed, I am not going to keep opening my fucking checkbook for people who have demonstrated an unappreciation of basic civility. Cannot. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Here!
It's already bad enough if I try to help somebody out by word of mouth and investment. I open my fucking pocketbook and this motherfucker's wasting my time. Or worse, is trying to rush me when I'm trying to help them. Oh no, cancel that. Cancel that. Cancel that.
Okay, but blow to water pieces, and you have what? Blow it to pieces. Watch me.
Everything's in place, Captain. Why leave the old junk here? Even a thief wouldn't want it. Tongues aid pirates, that's why. But they are behaving. Haven't made a scene in a while.
Huh. They must be scared of us. Bet they'll never be back.
Hail Scrap, Free Scouts, and Dark Mask! Get them!
Turning yourself in.
Yep, it's another Chinese voice.
Come on. You two. Nap the rest.
Man,
Kitty. You never learn. Do you?
But do I get to play as her?
Got to smell quick, huh? Oh, Mimi. You suck. Commodore Tree Peeps, hit it around.
Prepare to suffer past your bets.
I only wish that most of the cutscenes in the new area were as good as most of the cutscenes in most of the game. But unfortunately, in the back half of the story, I started getting annoyed with being forced to watch cutscenes. Bleh. But yeah, no, I can't keep trying to help people while I bleed and suffer. And then when I ask for people to help out with shit or to possibly, you know, follow through on the things that they claim, they tell me, oh, sorry, Carl, can't do that. Something's got to change that compartment. And if it's not going to be the people, it has to be me. Because I think the part that pisses me off, or pissed me off the most, was the, I'm doing all this shit because I've taken advice and I've given questions and I've received answers and polls from the people that I specifically asked to get the information from to do the shit in question. I was asked to consider putting time together to do. And every single fucking time that I've done that, May kind of overfilled this one. Fuck it up, Carl. Every single time that I've done that, where I stuck my neck out for somebody, or somebody came to me and said, hey, Carl, I got a great idea. Here's what I'm going to do. And I'm like, all right, bet. When you going to be ready for it? Blase, 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 blase. Blase, 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 blase. Blase, 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 blase. And I stick by it. I write it down. I put the time together. I show up on the date. They call me and they're like, hey, yo, where you at? And I'm like, I'm doing exactly what you had told me that you were planning to do. Oh, man. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I'm going to have to hit you back. I got something else. Nope. I'm going to start doing click, boom, going back to my bed. Because every single time, assuming that it's someone that's like, oh no, damn, I actually made promises and I forgot about them. Every single time, it's been somebody getting something out of me. I'm not the only one who's noticed. With certain people that it's that are guilty of it. But assuming the people who have yet to be addressed or have been directly addressed, every single time it happens with those people that supposedly come to me and it's like, I thought you were the single player Carl who helps people out whenever they ask for help. And it's like, yeah, that nigga's dead. That nigga's dead. I had to kill him in order to keep myself alive. I hate moving like that, but I gotta.
Yes, ma'am.
If not for my own sanity.
I can explain.
Unnecessary. I know your situation. You got mixed up with Tonton and her pirates. Must have been a harrowing experience.
Huh?
The name's Mifu. I assume the two of you are also Enfielders since you're with Chen. Now, which would be our administrator? Then,
There was an accident during landing. As you can see, our journey here was rather tumultuous.
I hate when it goes in the part of my mouth that's open with the fucking sore. It's like I'm fucking putting ice directly on my brain. Lord. Yes, that is a Chinese woman doing an English dub in a Singaporean game. Because when they got to the voice acting part, they're just like, put those people in there.
understood. Wait for me. I will report your situation to my superior.
So, Mifu, what should we do about Tong Tong?
We will throw that brat into the slammer again. Just you wait.
Now, the one thing that I wish I could be able to do is I could be able to impart this exact level of fuck around and find out from my woman. Because between the two of us, both of us have the desire to try and help other people.
Wuling City.
And from what I recall, regardless, Wuling City is within reach.
Everyone knows about their feud. The fight always breaks out when they see each other. Mifu is always trying to chase Tong. They're just like Wuling City versus Jingbo Stockade. No Viceroy Zhuang. Mifu is in charge. Mifu is the only one who calls her that.
Being said, I am a Chinese having natural capabilities of learning language in the world because the language already possesses every sound. Something like that. I usually don't notice the Chinese speakers in most games because most video games actually go out of their way to try and, like, force American English onto most people. A good example is the entirety of the Yakuza series. So many people that just specialize in chop shoey bullshit.
Damn it.
Unless it's translated specifically in Chinese. But usually if that happens, that's either something that's wuxia based, or it's a dub thing.
Captain Mifu, is there something?
The explosion shook and displaced the defense works. The gate can no longer be opened from inside.
Could we bring it down by force?
These subterranean structures date back from a decade ago. Defense work. I like it.
Perlica, the design looks pretty similar to the stuff we have on Dijon.
Look.
Yes. It's something jointly produced by HAS and our partnership goes way back. Probably much longer than the history of Wuling City. If Mr. Andre were here, he might have additional details for us. Anyway, the overall design approach is similar. We just need to get the bearings into a continuous rotation.
Continuous rotation? Follow me.
You cannot wait for Steel Ball Run. You cannot wait how Netflix is gonna fuck it up. The problem with Steel Ball Run, or the problem that will occur with Steel Ball Run, is that Netflix is not a place where you're supposed to be releasing anime like that. It needs to be released on a proper simulcast platform, like Tokusatsu. But unfortunately, Tokusatsu specializes in, you know, tape shit and Toku. High Dive would be the next best place where it should be simulcasted on those platforms, assuming that there isn't already an official JoJo's Bizarre Adventure YouTube page where the first episode of Steel Ball Run should be going. You know? If you want to really monetize it and make it simple, assuming people even give a fuck about YouTube originals or YouTube shorts, all that fucking gobbledygook, put episode 1 on an official YouTube channel for Iraqi. Simulcast it on some of the popular platforms, and then put the full season repertoire as a backlog on Netflix, and allow the tapes to circulate for using Nia.c for RAWs and for translations. That's the way that it should be dispersed if you're going to use the Netflix tactic. You have to put it on multiple platforms. It's kind of similar to the dumbass idea that they had for Starfleet Academy. You put the first episode, or the first episode order, onto YouTube as a way to be like, hey guys, watch the first episode for free. Then you put the content behind the full paywall, but since this is an anime, you need to put it in places where anime can be found. Because Netflix is not an anime platform. It never has been. There's certainly animes that are on the platform to be watched in simulcast and syndication, but that's because they are backlogs. It's not a place where you're supposed to be fucking watching an entire series run as it's premiering on other fucking platforms. No, you should never be doing that. The anime needs to release on a week-to-week basis. You can have maybe an early order that goes out for the bundle, but everything has to come out at a certain period of time. Week by week. Because that's what makes the anime better. Having to wait next week for the next one is what makes the next episode better. You can watch Fallout on YouTube. You probably can. Certainly there are people that are going to want to have the ability to rewind or watch at their leisure on Amazon Prime, the same way that they will with The Boys or whatever other bullshit they have on that platform. But realistically, the concept and design around what they're trying to do there is to try and get people to basically put in time on the Netflix platform so that when they're binging that show and they eventually run out of the episodes, they fuck around and watch all their other dog shit, like the One Piece shit. And that's just not gonna fly. This is not gonna go. It's just not gonna go. It can't work. It's not gonna fly.
You even know the model?
An obsolete model.
I say we give it a try. Whoa, it really worked.
The drone is actually a specialized arts unit. I believe the Enderman's Originium arts can...
It won't work without water. We might have some in the Watchguard's bottles. Get some from them.
Ah, Captain told us. You need water? Don't spill it.
Oh, that's...
Use tool action, and now I have another fucking tool. A spray tool.
Enderman, aim at that location.
I swear, am I ever going to have these things not continue happening?
It worked. Same approach. Let's do this again.
Rotating mechanism. Yep. Specialized shit.
Mifu, about those stockade residents you arrested.
Don't worry. We will send the old, weak, and sick.
On the outside? Yes, on the outside.
Back to the stockade. As for the rest, we will keep them in the slumber for 5 days. Or 3. Can't afford to give out too many free meals.
What about Tung Tung?
I got some house special for that brat. Just 2 days without spanking her. And that feline brat's already acting up. Rubbing her shite over the place.
Yeah, here goes the piece, I guess.
He seems to have a double dash. Yep, yes he does.
It's round and it's shiny. Oh, this is the actual size of Oraline.
Ouch. I don't think there's anybody who was really in my audience who was looking forward to Fallout, was there? I can't remember off the top of my head. I know I don't give a fuck about the show, because it's just a perversion of the fucking lore. But I can't remember if anybody in my audience was really looking forward to the show.
I never thought someone could revive a drum from a pile of... Anyway, head...
Great.
Got a pointer for you. My superior... She's waiting for you at the office.
What about you, Mifu?
Well, go with peace.
To wrap up the topic Steel Ball Run, I'll not be surprised if the slice when it release will spike the number of people who are playing Red Dead Redemption 2 multiplayer. Maybe. One of the things that I find to be very interesting about Fallout is that the amount of people who started picking it up so they could probably play it, specifically to play the Ghoul expansion in Fallout 76, was not that big a number. Not that big a number. So, if there's not an obvious tie-in, I can't imagine it'll be the same case for those people in a different realm of material. I can hear her spurting in the other room about politics. Tell her I need more sleep because she's trying to put me to sleep with her yapping. But hey, who knows? Maybe you're right, and you're going to see a big number of people start to increase. Because they started playing Red Dead Redemption. Because they got put in the mood because of Steel Ball Run. Anything's possible. Anything can happen.
Look, over there.
Beautiful. Wuling. All of that was a pre-quest, just so I can unlock spaces in Blue Wailing.
Alrighty.
Fucking
We're
Christ.
almost at Wuling City. We'll reach Wuling City once we cross this river.
Nervous?
A little. It's been a long time since I was last here.
Money. Story. Money. Upper echelon of this area, and this is a depot node. Let's go back inside the facility. I think I do. I have to climb this wall. I drowned myself. Fuck me. Okay, we got a puzzle here.
They usually hide secret tomes in crates like this.
me a different location. Let's see, check this puzzle. Got it. First try, no hints. Into my pocket. And this is the gear for another set of shit, namely Bone Crusher and Pulsar Labs gear. Electrocution and cryo damage. And now I'm getting the Bone Crusher shit for Battle Skill 30. It appears this is the agility set. Is there anything else in here I needed? Other than this puzzle that's potentially tempting, but I don't want to do it. We have it out here. Yeah, we have it out here. We have it out here, and we have it out here. These two are already shallow, these two are filled. The chest is in what? None of these locations, so I have to pop the thing for the water. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. I suppose I can stop there. My body's telling me that I need to take a nap. Because it's already 9:46 without any sleep. And that's what I'm going to do. Because my brain is beginning to fog. So I'm going to come back and then continue with my day as normal. Whenever that time is, with whatever it is I'm going to do next. Because I know yesterday I didn't watch the very first video that was originally on my docket. I wanted to catch up on the bullshit that was coming out of the mouth of the Birdman. So that Lupita Nyong'o video, I'll have some things to pair it with. Don't worry. But for now, I'm gonna go offline so I can get a fucking nap in. Thank you everybody for being concerned with me. I deeply appreciate it. Inward, signing out.